dropped a spoon!
What?
And welcome to this week's episode of... Help! I'm stuck in a podcast! My name is Kai!
And my name is Fraser.
And this week we've got lots in store for you. For once, Fraser was late and I wasn't. I was on time and Fraser was late and I wasn't. I was here at 6:59 looking at the clock, ready to call you. And I thought, you know what, I'll call him dead on. And I did. As soon as the clock hit 7, I was like, I'm calling him. And then he didn't come for 9 minutes?
I would like to say, in my defence, we were originally planning to record at 5 o'clock and then it was rescheduled to 7. In not my defence, I was editing.
Yeah. See, we kind of swapped for a bit there then.
We did. Like, it's scary how much we've properly swapped. You were bang on time and I was... I mean, you've been this tragically late before.
I haven't been half hour, have I?
You've been... Actually, wow, you say that. Remember when you were recording that episode, that video for Jack's channel where you, Jack and Becky were spending $1,000, and then I was ringing you like, I'm just recording a second, I'll be back, I'll be around in a bit. Hour later, yeah, I can't make it today.
Yeah, that was a long record. That was a 4-hour recording.
Yeah, that's the worst it's ever been between either of us.
Yeah, which that was a good day. You. I did get an email today from Amazon saying, "Our freshly selected garden gnomes for you." And I've never bought a garden gnome in my life, but Becky did in that video, and it was on my account.
I think you should get a new garden gnome.
Oh, honestly, I proper need to. But I did ask her about the vacuum cleaner that she bought, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And she got back to me last night saying that she hasn't actually used it tons yet. But, and a lightweight Hoover, it's great. But she reckons if I want something stronger for a full clean, then I need something stronger. But it's
introducing the Dyson V11.
Thing is though, a vacuum cleaner is so expensive. I don't want one with the big wires anymore. They're just a faff, you know?
I think we've got one of those Dyson ones. I don't know what V it is, but it's one of those where you dock it on the wall and it charges in its docking station, and then it's completely wireless, and you get like 30 minutes of standard suction, 20 minutes of full power suction, 40 minutes of eco or whatever. I don't bloody know.
Oh my god, Dyson vacuums are so expensive. The cheapest one is £400.
And what one's that? What V's that?
10?
Oh, right. I think we might have had like a V8 or something.
Okay, let me have a look what a V8 is price-wise.
And I think we also got
350.
And I think we also got £100 off of that because there was a sale at Curry's.
Oh, lucky.
So that brought the price down quite a bit. I think that's the reason why we got one, because it was like properly on sale.
You know, I'll keep an eye on Facebook Marketplace, see if there's one on there. I'm sure that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, you've been keeping an eye on quite a few things on Facebook Marketplace lately.
Almost got a hot tub. Proper
Almost.
Jealous. Yeah, it's gone now. I don't know where... It didn't say it's sold, but it's definitely gone because it's not on my thing anymore.
It said subject to collection, didn't it?
Yeah, so
that
someone's
means the bugger must have collected it.
Bastards.
Oh. And it's like
upset.
Yeah, 10 grand bloody thing.
Yeah, 10 grand hot tub for £350.
Absolute steal.
Oh well, I guess I'll have to build one myself.
That's not a bad shout, but it might take you a bit of time, and yeah.
Yeah, I did see a guy that built his own swimming pool in his garden the other day for $500.
500?
It wasn't a very big one though.
Oh right.
Like it could fit probably 3 people in it. If you were standing up, it would probably be like waist height.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. So it's basically like the kids' pool at like resorts you find in Spain or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw a big video on it, like how he built his own, and like for $500, and I was like, oh wow, okay, this is a good thing to watch because you know, it'd be good. It was like on one of those Facebook pages that share these videos, and I was like, oh, that'd be nice. I could do that. I've got some spare time sometimes, and then I watched it, and no.
Do you know what I've been watching a lot lately, talking swimming pools?
Ooh. let me guess. H2O, just add water.
No, but that was a good show.
I never watched it really.
Cleo! No, on TikTok, there's this guy who literally cleans pools for a living, and he puts it all on TikTok. And he ends off his videos like, if I say this catchphrase, I'll either get a bunch of people that go, "Oh my god, I know this guy," or get a bunch of people who would be like, "I don't know who you're on about." If I go, "Holly a boy for the pool work," then people will either go, "Oh my god, I've seen him," or not, because that's literally what it says at the end of every single TikTok video he uploads. And all he does is he does like kind of like a monotonous, boring commentary of cleaning a pool. Like, right, we're going to give it some backwash, throw in some tablets, check the chemicals, on the pump, things like that. And the thing is, it's so satisfying because sometimes he does like very minimal to a pool and you're a bit like, oh, it's a bit of a waste of time. But other times he's gone to like a really green, murky pool and he's properly transformed it into something crystal clear, really nice, completely getting rid of all the grime and shit that's on the side of the pools. And properly transforms it from something you do not want to even bother starting on to something that you want to dive into straight away. And it's oddly satisfying. I've followed him, and I really enjoy watching him clean swimming pools.
Well, fair enough, as you do.
I'm gonna find his name now, just in case anybody else wants to find him, because
Roberto Snackman.
It could be. I only follow like oh, here we go. No, it's the pool guy, but the O's are replaced with zeros.
Roberto Snackman.
Roberto Snackman. That's the one.
Yeah, that's what we like to hear. Whilst you were telling that story, I was actually searching for a vacuum cleaner on Facebook Marketplace.
Of course.
I did find the Dyson V8 for £150.
Bargain.
Yeah, it says, "Here's the V8 Absolute £400 cordless Hoover. Worked as good as new and nothing wrong with her. I have the charger but only have the one end. I can deliver locally if needed." I don't really know what it means by "I have the charger but only one end." So,
doesn't sound like a good thing, to be honest.
No, it sounds a bit messy, doesn't it? So
you do need both ends.
Yeah, exactly. So I think from that sort of like angle, I might go with the one that Becky has because it's the same price and new.
Yeah. I mean, you'll probably get a better one when you move house anyway.
Yeah, but I need one now because there's a lot of like my carpet that I've got here, my new rug that I bought. The dog's like brought in a bunch of like crap from outside and he's just thrown it all over the carpet.
You turn into a proper adult now.
I am. I'm a whore for kitchens. I like my carpets, you know. Yeah, I think I just really like clean spaces.
It is satisfying. See, I'm lazy. I hate doing it, but then once it's clean, it's brilliant.
See, I don't hate doing it, but I hate trying to do it, you know, when like that motivation to do it.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, as soon as you start doing it, it's fine. Like, I couldn't give a crap.
It's like dusting and stuff in my room. My room gets so dusty so quickly.
Oh, same from the
and I hate dusting. But when I do get round to dusting and when I have the motivation to dust, I will dust this bitch clean and it will be so spotless.
You cheeky boy.
You are a cheeky boy. You are a cheeky boy. We are the cheeky girls. We are the cheeky girls. Oh, cheeky.
Between the two of us, because you know, there's one of me here and there's one of you there. So it's either we are the cheeky girl or we are the cheeky boy. You know, not one or the other.
Peter can be the cheeky girl.
Yeah, Coda could be the cheeky girl.
But he's a boy.
Well, I looked at him and he's smiling, so... You know,
he wants to be a cheeky girl.
He wants to be the cheeky girl.
He's got his future planned.
Well, I'm going to send you a video of him smiling. You ready? Actually, I'll put my camera on. That's a good plan.
And for everybody else, I'll try and take a video of it now. And I will, if someone reminds me...
No, my camera's not working. Oh, well.
If someone reminds me...
I'll send it on Snapchat for you instead.
Yeah, save it and we'll put it on the Twitter on Wednesday as well so people can see.
Here you go.
In the meantime, talking about your dog and stuff,
Yeah.
Someone's met your dog recently.
Yeah, the Prime Minister.
Oh, God. What happened there, then?
He fell in the lake.
And Coda saved him.
No, watched him.
Is the Prime Minister dead?
Yeah.
Moving on.
No, my mum came down. I think I spoke about it last week, but my mum came down and went for a nice walk. She came and met Coda. Went for a nice walk around the town. Quite like a little throwback memory lane sort of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Because she hasn't been down this way for quite a few years at this point. And I think it was quite nice for her because it kind of like jogged back some memories, I guess.
Yeah.
And she met Coda. It was very lovely. And then we bumped into a 16-week-old puppy who was about 3 times the size of Coda.
Whoa! What? That's 16 weeks? What type of breed was it?
Could not tell you. I have no idea, but it was massive and fluffy. Not fluffy, but like it kind of looked like a brown beater.
Oh, right. So maybe a German Shepherd or like a Belgian Shepherd, maybe, or something.
No chance. I don't know.
Different face shape.
Yeah.
All
like,
right.
Proper weird. I don't know what it was, but the guy said, and it was lovely, but can't remember. But 3 times the size of Coda at 16 weeks. When I said 7 months to the guy, almost 8, he was like, 7 months, almost 8. 16 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's nice.
Sorry, I'll just give my dog some raging steroids and make him bigger.
Big buff dog.
I can't imagine Coda being beta size though.
Oh no, me neither.
It just wouldn't sit right.
Me neither.
Coda would be a husky.
Yeah, he would. He would. He is a nice size though. I like how big he is.
Yeah.
Easy to like take everywhere.
Yeah.
And easy to. I can still hold him without breaking my back.
Which is good because with beta you do break your back.
Yep. But no, Mum came down, met him, spent a few days here. We had a really nice breakfast in, you know, the Hungry Horse, yeah?
Yep.
Or the Wheat Sheaf. I think they go between the two a lot. We had a nice breakfast in there the other day, which was really, really nice. Like, you know, like a Spoon's breakfast is quite okay.
Yeah.
This was like 10 times better than a Spoon's breakfast and only cost £4 with a drink.
Oh, bloody hell. It's almost
Really
not even
good.
worth going to Spoons then.
Exactly. When you're next down, we'll go there.
Sounds good to me.
Because it was so good. But we also went to the zoo. And I got I got a DM from someone about half hour after I left. Let me see if I can find it quickly. It says, "Hey dude, just saw you down by the elephant/rhinos. I'm with my family and saw you were with yours, so decided not to come and say hey, but hope you're having a good day."
Wow.
So that was quite nice. And I'm going to the zoo tomorrow as well. Not the zoo, but like a wildlife park.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to go spend some time there with some of my friends. And we're going to have a nice day out.
And then later on in the day, you'll get a DM saying, "Oh, dude, saw you by the lions."
Don't worry, I don't think there's any lions in this one. There's penguins though.
Oh, penguins are good.
Yeah,
I do love
I'm looking forward to
penguins.
seeing the penguins. So I'm interested to see if I do get another tweet. You know, it's a weird thing to get, and like I think I saw them like looking over, and I think I gave like a little smile, but I didn't really know. I like to smile at people in public, so I don't know like if they were like, oh my god, but I guess that was the person.
Yeah.
So yeah, overall though, really nice little visit from my mum. That I managed to get all my work done as well during that time, so I didn't have any work to do during the time she was here, so it was nice just to have a couple of days off.
Very nice.
Yeah. So how have you been though? You been good?
Yeah, I've been good. In fact, I have good news.
We don't want to hear that.
You're a twat.
Go on. Give us the news.
The good news is, after
Sorry,
4.5 months, I finally finished my whiplash claim. You're supposed to cheer now. So the car crash that happened in March, the whiplash claim has finally been settled, which means that both sides have finally met in the middle and agreed on said value. So now I get the money back within the next few weeks.
Very nice.
And then that will be the end of my car crash chapter. That will be gone. And all I need to do is buy a new car using the money that I've got back, which, thank God, covers the entire original value of the car.
That's good. That's good.
Which is the main thing I wanted out of it. If I was going to get any money back, the minimum I wanted in total would be the original value of the car. And it completely covers the original value of the car. So it's as if I never bought the car.
That's good.
And I just randomly paid fuel and insurance for nothing.
What day was the date of the crash?
March the 7th.
So if it was like, 2 weeks later,
I'd be home.
have had it. Yeah. It would be lockdown, wouldn't it, by that point?
Yeah.
So
I was sent home from work on the 17th. 2 weeks later would be the 21st.
Yep. So you wouldn't
just
have actually had that problem if it was locked down sooner, I guess.
It's just really unfortunate timing. And I know I've talked about this previously, so I'm not going to talk into it about too much detail. But it's always one of those things where you just think back, oh, what if I did this? Oh, what if I did that? I could have avoided it. Like on the night...
remember the window wipers? We could have avoided that many times if I managed to just get my window fixed.
That's true.
But it's and I said, should we pop down to the services? Like about 2 minutes before it happened, I said, services here, do you want to go off here quickly and we'll fix the window wipers, push it back down, then head back off. We were like, nah, it'll be alright.
That is true, actually, yeah. So
we could have just stopped there, but then I wouldn't have had this car, so I'm not fussed.
It's like even on that night, there's a couple of things because like that was out of the ordinary. The first thing that was out of the ordinary is when I was driving back, because I was heading home from a wedding party. I was by myself because I was originally heading back just to get home for Beta, who would have been at home by herself for like 4 hours or so, or 5 hours, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
And she's fine by herself at home. She's very well behaved, and she's got plenty of space to roam around. But I was like, right, yeah, I'll go home, just like make sure someone's with Beta.
It's a good thing to kind of get with them within like 4 hours. Like they're good on their own for like 4 to 5 hours, and
exactly.
They on want the way, a bit of attention.
And on the way back, I drove back a way that I wouldn't normally do. Like I would normally go down a set route, which I always go every single time I go to and from work and to and from Bristol. I went a slightly different way. And I also was like, oh, I'm just going to see what's down this road because I've always wanted to know. If I didn't do that, I probably would have avoided the crash. Another thing is, originally I was only going to stay at the wedding party for a couple of hours so I could go home to Peter straight away. But instead I stayed there for like 3.5 hours instead.
Mm-hmm.
If I originally stayed for the original 2 hours that I planned, I probably would have avoided it. You know, it's just things like that which you always think about, like, what if I just stuck to my original plans? What if I didn't deviate from the ordinary? And then you just wonder, like, if that was a sign,
well,
whatever.
It's like, what if you set off a couple of minutes before or a couple of minutes later as well? None of it would have happened.
And I still don't know whether I'm a believer of, like, things meant to happen and all of that. But maybe that was meant to happen. Because I still don't understand why I would have gone a different way when I've got a perfectly normal route, which is about the same speed. And I don't understand why I would have went down that road otherwise. Because like I don't need to know what's down that road, but I wanted to know just because I've always wondered at the same time. You know, was it meant to happen?
Who knows?
I'll never know. But the main thing is, that chapter's closed. I will have all the money back within the next few weeks. I just need to then buy a new car. I want to go electric, but that's probably not going to happen because they're ridiculously expensive. So I'm just having a look around for other cars similar to my original car.
Good plan. Good plan.
But yeah, I'm just glad to be able to say that that's all bloody over and done with now. No more stress of having to chase the people. They were so bad. Oh my god. I say they were bad. They've got me the money that I wanted. It's not a lot. It's obviously enough to cover the car. And I was reassigned a new case manager at the very end because the original one was put on furlough. Probably obviously not good that they're put on furlough, but probably the best thing to happen out of the whole case, because the person that I was assigned was immediately better. Like, immediately they acknowledged my emails when I sent them back. Immediately they communicated updates, whereas previously I was sent automated messages for when I was originally being set up with the case, and then I was also being sent letters via secretaries rather than my case handler. And then when I tried to contact my case handler, they would never get back to me. They would never acknowledge receipt of emails, because I started saying, please acknowledge receipt at the very start. They would never acknowledge receipt of emails, and I'd have to call them every single time to say, did you get my email? Whereas when I was assigned a new case handler, they acknowledged receipt. They responded to me. There was no secretary. It was my case manager that was talking to me. Yeah. So, and it sucks that I was given that case manager at the very end, because they were very helpful. But my overall experience was so shite that I am going to be leaving a negative review on like Trustpilot and all of that. You go through the reviews, you're like, oh, there's so many positive reviews, and then there's quite a few negative reviews as well, where it stands out and you can kind of relate to it. But you're just like, well, what went wrong? Mm-hmm. Why was this person originally so shit?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Knows?
So
it's stupid.
I'm just glad that chapter's closed, because there's now no more stress of having to chase them. There's no more stress of having to worry about when things are going to happen. The only thing I need to worry about now is the money coming to me, and that's it.
Yeah, which is good.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Aye, and hopefully that'll be very soon.
Talking of things that are very soon, on the 24th of July in the UK, masks are mandatory in shops.
Good.
Which is good. And
good.
The UK is very, very divided. I find it hilarious that masks are a political statement now. The UK is extremely divided by whether masks being mandatory is ridiculous or whether it is worth your time. And
people are faffing on with it so often for no reason, you know?
I think there's a very, 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 very easy few answers here. I've seen a very good image comparison of basically someone urinating.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
If you're both naked and someone tries to urinate on you, the urine goes straight on you. If the person who's urinating is naked and you've got your jeans on, you're protected and your jeans get a bit damp, so there's a little bit of an increased risk, but it's not as bad as someone urinating directly on you. If you've both got jeans on and the person who's urinating decides to urinate, they urinate in their jeans and it doesn't affect you at all.
Mm-hmm.
That can be easily applied to masks and someone with coronavirus.
I made a couple of points as well.
Yeah.
If you... Very natural one, you ready? Sun cream. Mm-hmm. Why do you wear it? To not burn from the sun. If you put it on, you have a less likely chance to get burnt.
But sun cream makes my skin suffocate.
Tough. You know what? You ready? The next one. This is my favourite one because it made a lot of people laugh. You ready?
I know what's coming.
Condom.
Yeah.
People must be against that as well because it muzzles your penis.
Makes my willy suffocate.
When in reality, what it does is it stops someone getting pregnant, and it stops you catching a disease like an STD.
It just doesn't make sense. I've scrolled through and unfortunately been given the top fan status for the Boris Johnson Facebook page because I've been arguing with people who were against masks. I've been scrolling through and it's just amazing how many people are like spewing out shit from their mouths. And I understand this could be considered controversial, and people listening to this podcast might not agree. Perfectly fine if you don't agree. Just do a little bit more research. But like there's people that are properly spewing like proper unresearched shit, and it's just they're just coming out with a load of rubbish to somehow justify to themselves why we shouldn't be wearing masks. And there's people also like tearing up their membership cards for the Conservative Party to say, oh well, I don't agree with you, Boris Johnson, I'm no longer Conservative. And I don't understand what their point is, because like they clearly are also against Labour, so where are they gonna go?
Make their own.
That's a possibility. Might have their relatives vote for them.
The ones that they're ripping up their cards over wearing a mask, but they're not doing it for the sake of like jobs being cut from things and like NHS being underpaid and then having to pay for car parks, because no, that's not important. You know? Whereas having a mask on, which doesn't even cost you that much, you know, and you're not going to wear it for like hours of your day. You're going to wear it for what? 20 minutes in a shop? Half hour in a shop?
Maybe an hour most if you're doing a family shop. Yeah,
and they're not even that expensive. Like, you can get... people are like, well, if we have to wear them, then the government... If it's a necessity, then the government have to pay for it. But women have been like fighting for free tampons for ages because they're a necessity. So no chance. If the government pay for that, then why aren't they paying for tampons too? You know.
Exactly.
Shut up and just wear a mask.
It's not that hard. It's really.
They
not
look
that
cool
hard.
as well. You know, you can get cool ones. I've got.
I
cool
actually
ones.
like them.
Me too. I've been wearing it. The other day, I had a music practice. We did our first band practice in like 4 months.
Yep.
And I put mine on just for the sake of putting it on, and I forgot it was on. I wore it for 2 hours straight.
Oh wow, your lungs must have been completely infected with viral infections.
I died actually. You know, I died
again.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But I wore it for 2 hours straight. If you can wear it for 2 hours straight in a hot and sweaty room while playing music, you can wear it for an hour maximum in a shop.
The thing which pisses me off most, going away from masks, is people that claim COVID is a hoax. Because
5G! 5G!
Bloody 5G towers causing it, isn't it?
Yeah, must be.
So obviously I've lost my granddad from it. And I've also seen 2 other relatives also get coronavirus. And they recovered from it, luckily. So, like, I've seen 3 cases, and one of them was fatal, and it's horrible. And for people to then go, oh, well, it's not affected me or anyone near me, so it must be fake. It's like, you selfish prick.
Grow up and learn the world. It's like saying cancer doesn't affect you because you haven't got it.
Exactly. Bunch of selfish bastards. Anyways, moving on.
But you know what? One good thing is, I've seen it all around Twitter and stuff lately, and I've searched it like myself, and I've known about stuff like this for a while as well. They're doing a lot of vaccine trials at the moment, and the UK bought 90 million possible vaccines or something like that. I can't remember the full story, and then like 1 million antibody things for people that can't have vaccines. Which is great. And I saw a thing earlier. I can't remember where it is though, because I can't find it. But they've said that in fall, so in our autumn is when the emergency vaccines will be used, and then by the end of the year, apparently the current ones from like Oxford University and stuff should be ready to dismiss to people, I guess. Yeah. So that's a good sign. Yeah. And obviously, if you can take one, probably worth it. They're not going to track you down because, you know, they've already. If you work, they already track you down. You've got a number set to yourself already. Yeah. They know where you live. They know everything about you. They're not going to try and track you down from a little bit of liquid going into your skin.
I think the main thing is you've got to just like assess your risk. It makes sense if people don't want to do it because they're not at risk. Like, I probably won't do it because I've literally been home for the last 4 months. So I'm not at any risk. Whereas, for example, my mum works in a hospital on a daily basis.
I think emergency workers are getting a vaccine first.
Yeah. So, yeah, my mum works for the NHS, and she's in a hospital on a daily basis. So, but while she isn't like a nurse, she isn't on the front line, she is at risk. So I think she will be. And similar for like family members who, work out on a daily basis. But for me, where I've been literally sat at home, safer than ever for the last 4 months, I think, I don't need to. Let's just prioritize the vaccines for other people.
Yeah, like probably like elderly and stuff first, and people with health issues.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're saying they bought 90 million. The UK has a population of 66 million or 67 million. So how does that work? They've like overbought.
I'm not too sure. Unless it's to do with repeat vaccinations. Maybe. It could have failed for one person because they do repeat tests on people.
Yeah, that might work. But phase 1 and 2, they've been cleared, so good start.
Yeah. Well, it's progress.
Yeah. Obviously, it's not a requirement to get one, but I think when the time comes, it'd probably be worth getting one just so you're less at risk of getting it again.
Yeah.
Because it is catastrophic.
And, do you know what else was catastrophic?
Yeah.
There's 2 things which I could tie into here. Which one am I going to talk about?
Belle Delphine.
No. Twitter was majorly hacked.
By Belle Delphine?
The other week. Yeah, Belle Delphine was actually the person that hacked Twitter. No, so basically there wasn't
hate them.
There wasn't actually a massive hack, but there was a massive social engineering scheme which resulted in an employee or 2 or 3, we don't know, going rogue because attackers bribed them to reset the emails on various high-profile accounts, including Kanye West, Bill Gates, Apple, Elon Musk, the Bitcoin official account, Uber,
Mr. Beast,
Lyft, Mr. Beast, many, many, many more profiles, all verified. And the emails were reset, reassigned to somebody else, who then logged on, somehow bypassed 2FA. I'm not too sure how that works yet, and I don't think we'll ever know.
Well, it probably could have been disabled if they got their emails reset and whatever else as well.
Possible, yeah, that's possible. And then they tweeted out a link to a Bitcoin wallet and said, quick, if you send me $1,000 in Bitcoin now, we will flip it within 30 minutes maximum and double it to $2,000 as a way to give back to my community. And obviously from a charitable person like Bill Gates, from a high-profile entrepreneur like Elon Musk, some people have bots set up to automatically respond to these. Mm-hmm. Some people just obviously believe it. And the attacker got away with over $120,000 worth of Bitcoin.
Yep.
Which is mad. For that to happen in broad daylight, well, it's night for us, but
still
broad daylight.
Still house here, though.
Exactly, you still can't afford a house in the UK.
Yeah. Get a shed, maybe.
Oh, if that.
Yeah. You know what, I'm just gonna like strafe it there quickly. You know the beach huts, like around where I am.
Yeah.
You know how much they are?
More than $120,000. Oh dear.
Yep. Anyway, back to what you were saying.
And Twitter ended up shutting down, essentially, limiting most people from tweeting. I couldn't tweet.
I could.
You could. I had to resort to my alternate account, the one that I was using to just hold the username ivexshd and redirect people to my new Twitter. I had to end up using that account because that one was still enabled for tweeting, and was tweeting off of that for the rest of the night because my main account was banned, and the podcast account was also banned as far as I was aware because I couldn't tweet from that. So yeah, that was fun. And also every single verified account, regardless of following, also banned from tweeting. Mm-hmm. It popped up with error messages such as, I've got them screenshotted here, tweet from FraserIRL failed, its action was flagged as suspicious. This request looks like it might be automated to protect users from spam, and I was like, fuck. Basically said no. And yeah, that's the biggest security breach I've seen on a social networking platform ever, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that, and hopefully we won't see anything like that again.
Well, fingers crossed.
Talking of things we've seen like that again, the entire internet also went offline on Friday night.
Did it?
Near enough. One of the
was that the Cloudflare thing?
That was Cloudflare.
Right.
So after I finished streaming on Friday night at about 10:15, I was talking to Aiden. I said, right, be right back, I'm going to grab a drink. And then I came back to find Discord was down. And then I came back to find I couldn't connect to the internet at all. And I came back to find that also everybody else couldn't connect to the internet if they were using Cloudflare. I also found the Hypixel crashed, League of Legends crashed, Valorant crashed, my website crashed.
I think Facebook crashed too.
Anything which uses Cloudflare basically crashed, and most people realize that about over half the internet uses Cloudflare for protection. So I had to tether using my phone because I have settings set up on my computer to specifically use Cloudflare just because it makes me go a little bit faster. I had to tether use my phone in order to access the internet to find that, yeah, quite a lot of other people had also lost internet access globally.
I think I went out for a walk, so it must have been me that did that at that point.
Aiden said it was your bloody drink, wasn't it? Because I went to get a drink and then all of a sudden, boom, all the internet's gone.
Yeah, it's your fault. It's all your fault.
So yeah, it's been two pretty catastrophic events on the internet in the last week.
That's not bad though.
But the most catastrophic of them all is Belle Delphine buying Will Any a car.
Oh, you know what? I'm jealous. I want it.
I'm very jealous.
I want everything. Well,
I'm like amazed in a way because it's really gone and improved, one, her wealth,
yeah,
and two, she's very weird. She gave him a vial of blood, Kai.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that's. Yeah, it's weird, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's
say
very weird.
I think it's more of the character now, you know.
Yeah, I still don't know though if it was a real vial of blood. I wouldn't put it. The thing is, I wouldn't put it past her.
We'll message Will and find out.
Go on then.
I don't have his thing.
No, do I? But Jack does.
Jack does.
There we go. We'll get Jack to contact Will, and next week we'll report our findings. Was that vial of blood real?
We'll probably get no answer.
No, we won't.
Because he won't do it. He's too scared to do it.
He won't. No, he will. He will. I've got faith in him.
He wouldn't do it.
Okay, fair enough.
But I'm excited to find out.
Yeah. I hope she does like a preparation video where all is revealed.
Yeah.
Like her putting together the mystery boxes, decorating the car, getting the Belle Delphine sticker wrap on the front and sides, getting the canvas painted, the donut. Oh god, that bloody donut video.
It wasn't too bad. I like the ending of it where she slapped her face.
But she was that was the best bit. She just goes from completely dolled up face to just cream.
Loved that part. It was so good.
That was a brilliant part. So, are you going to do the same for me on my birthday? Because, you know, my birthday's in 2 months and 4 days. Or 2 months and 2 days when this episode comes out.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, why not?
Cheers. I need a car.
All of it, though.
Or even the car.
Yeah.
So you'll get me a car. You'll get me a vial of blood.
Yep.
You'll get me a donut with cream on it. You'll get me an iPad. Yeah?
Yeah.
How are you so reluctant to give me an iPad, but you're up for a car?
Well, the car I could just get a toy one.
Oh, never mind. I'm very sad now.
The iPad I could go on Wish. and find a £2 iPad.
Q-pad.
Yep, you know, and
Right.
yeah, I could do that.
I'm not looking forward to this now. Please don't.
No, you've asked for it now. I'm doing it.
Great. Well, I'll see you all on the 24th of September then, where I unbox Sky's present.
And we'll also see you all in next week's episode, which is a community one, by the way.
It is.
I'm doing my Fraser impression right now.
Okay.
So in 2 weeks' time, we will be doing... No, not in 2 weeks. In next week's episode, we will be doing a community episode.
failed!
Shut up. At least I was late.
Fuck.
Next week, we're going to be doing a community episode, so stay tuned for probably on Saturday, we're going to say, or maybe Friday. We'll put out a tweet on the Twitter at Stuck in a Podcast with our lovely tweet saying, give us some questions, but please make them good questions and not something like, what is your favourite strawberry? Because we're not going to answer that one.
I hate you.
I hate you. Ha ha ha.
So yeah, be sure to tweet us those questions, otherwise next week will be pretty awkward. And whilst we're at it, in 4 weeks' time is the 1 year anniversary episode, where we are looking to hopefully do something special to commemorate the 1 year anniversary episode. So if you have any suggestions for that, please also tweet us your suggestions at Stuck in a Podcast, tagging us as well at FraserIRL and at KaiRossBests. Be sure to go follow our personal Twitters as well, because we like followers.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah. It's a nice little feeling.
Just as a general shout, because someone did actually tweet us an idea, but it's something that we have said in the past. We probably won't be doing an episode where we bring in listeners, just because it's a lot to put into one, like a lot of time organization, a lot of pre-prep, and a lot of editing voices for that as well. So
we don't want it to be awkward either.
Exactly. We talked about it briefly in a previous episode, why it's just me and Kai and the occasional guest friend. So we're not going to go ahead and do that. So please, any ideas where just myself and Kai, or maybe even bringing in a friend or two, anything where it's just us, we can do that idea. Please submit it to us on our Twitters. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of
Help! I'm stuck in a podcast!
Subscribe to our YouTubes as well, at FraserIRL and Kairos Bests. Kairos Best.
That's not my YouTube.
Fuck. Alright, KaiRB.
There you go.
And, yeah, I think we're all good.
Cool. Have a nice weekend, everyone.
Yes. And Thursday and Friday as well.
No. just
Especially
weekend.
not the Thursday. Yeah.
just Saturday, Sunday.
And until next time, don't donate Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Bitcoin, bitch.
Bitch.